Hey yo, hey team, what's poppin'? Another video on Hashflare, guys. We have really good news when it comes to the contracts. Hashflare is running a very nice promotion, 10% off, and they dropped the prices on two of their contracts. Very nice. Script and SHA-256. Let's do the math real quick, guys, and hopefully Hashflare is now a good place to invest again. I'm making some really nice earnings off of Hashflare, guys. I got another withdrawal like 2 days ago on the 28th, so actually it was yesterday, now that I think about it. Yeah, yesterday. So 0.06 bitcoins. This is around, I would say, $700 considering the current prices, so like 1400 if bitcoin were to reach 20k again. Let's just see the charts real quick, guys. Oh my god, this chart is so big right now. We can see that bitcoin is reaching a little bit of a resistance level. Hopefully it will cross it, guys. I'm really I changed what I didn't want to change. Hopefully bitcoin will cross this resistance, guys. I'm really hoping to see bitcoin reach the 20k. I did say that end of February would probably be when we would start seeing bitcoin rising up, and we did, guys. We did. Let us see. So this was on the, so this low was on the 6th and this high was on the 20th. So I did say, guys, end of February would probably be when we would start to see bitcoin recouping. I didn't say 20k because, you know, we would just be starting to see some gains off of bitcoin, and we kind of did. Like, I was expecting it. I can't say values, okay? It's really hard to predict real values. What we can predict is movements, okay? We can predict momentums, we can use the indicators, and we can see how the world is working. So I did predict these, guys, because of the New Year's in China. Their vacations it's ending right now, so that's why a lot of money is moving back into bitcoin. We have a lot of great news in 2018. We have the Lightning network that is working very nicely, as you guys can see from the mempool right now, guys. Look at this. This is a 30-day thingy chart. Let's do a 6 months. So remember when we were paying like $20 per transaction? That was here, guys. Look, the mempool right now, it's so much lower. So the transactions are running way smoother with the Lightning network. It's so much better. I am paying like 30 cents per transaction, maybe 40 cents. It's so low when you compare it to $20, right? So as long as you're transferring a little bit of money, you will not even notice the fee. So I'm really liking this new Lightning network. So let's get back to the video theme, guys. Let's calculate which is the best contract right now on Hashflare. They did discontinue the Dash plans. I believe that they did so because people were paying more in fees than what they were making. Because if you didn't know, I think it was Bitmain that released some really powerful Dash mining computers, and what happened is the difficulty increased, like, in a way, drastically. Okay, there's like no word to describe how much it increased. So Dash became super unprofitable to mine, so people were actually losing money paying electricity. They were losing money because they were not mining enough Dash. Okay, so that's why Hashflare discontinued the contracts. Now they did drop the prices on both SHA-256 and Script. Okay, guys, so let's go to the pricing. Here it is. So if you remember, SHA-256 was 2.2, it's 1.8, so a 40 cent discount. And Script, I don't really remember, but I think it was like 7.9, and now it's 4.2. It's so much better. Let's calculate it real quick. All of these contracts except Dash, of course. Even if I did calculate Dash, it's super unprofitable. It would take you, like, I don't know, your whole life to get your money back, so it's totally not worth it. So let's start with the SHA-256. It's the mainstream, it's the one that I mean. I have 20 terahashes. If you guys don't know, 20 terahashes, this is worth like 4k. Now it's worth less because they made it less expensive. So 20 terahashes would be $3,600. way cheaper. Okay, this was worth $4,400, 306. It's a nice discount. Okay guys, so let's do the calculation. I already inputted it. I calculated the fee is super high. Okay, it's 43%. It has been increasing over time. It's something that it just happens because the difficulty also increases. So if Bitcoin doesn't go up in price, we start to get less and less money every day. So my hope is that Bitcoin goes to 20k level again, guys, so we are making decent amounts of money off of this contract. So let's calculate it. The 168, by the way, it's because it's 180 less 10%, so less 18 cents, 168, right? Did I calculate that right? 18 cents, no, sorry, 62, right? Yeah, 62. So it's 308 days. It's not very good, guys. It's profitable nonetheless, but still 1.92 for every 1.62 that you input. It's not that much money, and 300 days to break even. Even though it's profitable, it's not the best contract, and you have to, Bitcoin has to absolutely go up in price for this contract to be profitable. But since we can't really predict what numbers Bitcoin will be running in, I will not recommend this plan whatsoever. So let's calculate Script, guys. For those of you who don't know Script, you'll be mining Litecoin. However, they will pay you in Bitcoin, and there's a fee on this contract as well. We have to input it, so let's calculate it as well. So it's 420 minus 42 cents, 78, 378 for every mega hash. Okay, so each mega hash, it's 1,000 kilo hashes. I didn't calculate the fee yet, so let's calculate it as well. So we'll be making 0.02 every day. That means that the fee will be, guys, 2.5%. 2.5%? What? That can be right. It's 2 cents every day. It's 25%. Okay, so that's more accurate, way more accurate, right? So let's input the 25% fee, calculate, and 234 days to break even. So right now Script is way better than SHA-256. I would totally recommend, if you are going to invest in Hashflare, to do it in Script. So much better. Okay guys, it's so much better, and Litecoin will probably also increase in price. Okay guys, so there's really no let's say reason for you to invest in SHA-256 over Script right now on Hashflare. I totally recommend to go with Script. So much better. 234 days. Next coin, Ethereum, guys. So Ethereum, it's running at 2.2 for every 100 kilo hashes. Okay, so 100 kilo hashes will be 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 mega hashes, right? Is that right? Sorry, no, what? 0.1. I was doing the calculation wrong. Okay, so 0.1, 2.2 minus 22 cents will be 1.98. Okay, so there's no fee on Ethereum, which is great. So calculate, and we will have 268 days. Not as good as Litecoin, but keep in mind there is no fee when it comes to Ethereum, and that's a good thing that you can input into your risk management. Litecoin fee can go up and Ethereum fee will not go up. The profitability can go down because of the difficulty, but there is no fee increasing, so do input that into your risk management, guys. Keep in mind that these contracts, they're not 100% viable. Okay, so a lot of stuff can happen, and you have to make sure that you know the risks before you invest money. Now, I'm really happy with my contracts. Okay, I'm making money every day off of my contracts, but there's still risk, guys, and you have to make sure you know it exists so you don't get caught by surprise. Okay, so make sure you know the risks exist. So right now Ethereum, not as good as Script, but still very good. a very nice investment. Last coin, guys, Zcash. So let's hop on the Zcash calculator, guys. So the price will be $2 for every 1 hash power. So hash. So $2 minus 10 minus 20 cents, sorry, so 1.8. By the way, I'm taking off the discount that is running right now. Okay, this is a limited offer, so make sure if you want to invest right now. Okay, there is a limited offer. You have to use this code. It's HF18SPRRNGSL. It will be somewhere in the description, okay, or just copy this. Also, if you use my links, you are helping me, guys, so make sure that if you hate me for some reason, don't use the links. That's very important. Don't use the links unless you don't hate me, okay? If you hate me, don't use the links, and I'm getting some notifications. Sorry. Okay, so let's calculate the the profitability of Zcash, guys. Zcash is actually very good on TCG mining, but I will tell you one thing about Zcash in a second. Okay, guys, so 1 hash, 1.80 and 404 days, so totally not worth it. The reason for this crazy number, guys, is actually Zcash. I will tell you why. Difficulty. So Zcash difficulty is very weird. It's not a line. For some reason, Zcash difficulty, it just goes up and down and up and down, and it moves a lot. Okay, so right now it's not that big, but like in a couple, this is in hours, by the way. This is the same day. Look at the difficulty. Went from, what is this, 12 million to 9 million. And it just keeps bouncing and bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. It's always adjusting, and that's a problem. If you're trying to calculate the profitability of a contract, it's really hard because it depends in what hours you actually do the math. If you want into, let's say, Ethereum difficulty, I think the Ethereum resets every day, the difficulty, but it's still kind of a line, right? It's kind of a line. Oh, actually it's not every day as well. It's every hour as well. But it's not as bouncy. It's not as bouncy as Zcash. For example, BitConnect, oh my god. By the way, there's a reason why you never saw a video of BitConnect in this channel, okay guys? I never promote stuff that doesn't make sense math-wise, Ponzi-wise, okay? If you know anything about money, you knew there was a Ponzi before everyone else, because there's just no way. I don't want to make this video about it, but there's no way to, if you have a lot of money, to make consistent 1% every day, because there's this thing called slippage. Just look it up. I'm not going to talk about it. But if you know anything about money, you would know that was not a very nice website. Okay, so Bitcoin difficulty, that's what I want. So Bitcoin difficulty, can we get like a chart off of CoinWars? So see, it's more of a line, like it increases every, I think it's like 11 days. It really depends. So this was on the 20th and this was on the 7th, so 13 days. So it's kind of like every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks it increases, and sometimes it can actually drop. We have seen some drops in the past, like right around here. It's not that big of a drop, but it did drop. I actually thought there were more drops, to be honest. If you go into Bitcoin Wisdom, they show a little bit more drops, if I'm not mistaken. So these are the drops, yeah. There it is. It's not that big of a drop, especially when you drop like 6%, but the last one was 21% increase. You know, it doesn't look that good, but sometimes it does drop, especially when new coins come out with the same algorithm. In this case, SHA-256, guys. If a new coin comes out, for example, Bitcoin Cash, when it came out, the Bitcoin difficulty went down because a lot of people shift their power into mining Bitcoin Cash because it was very profitable at the time. So it can happen to decrease because of that. Okay, the other coins, you won't see that much of decreases. It can decrease, but you won't see it as often as in Bitcoin. But yeah, most of the times it just increases. So do keep in mind that, guys, it does affect a lot of your profitability. Now sometimes it doesn't affect the profitability because Bitcoin actually increases in price the same percentage that it increases in difficulty. So even though you're getting less Bitcoin, you're getting the same amount of dollars because that less Bitcoin is worth more money. So let's say that Bitcoin increases 20%. Okay, this is in euros, by the way, so sorry about that. So let's say that the difficulty of Bitcoin increases 20%. Bitcoin price would have to go from 8.8k to 10.8k to maintain the same profitability. I hope you're kind of getting what I'm talking about. So if the difficulty increases 20% but the price also increases 20%, you will not see any difference. Sorry, dollar wise, not Bitcoin wise, you will receive less Bitcoin, but dollar wise you will not see any difference in the profitability of your contract. So that's why when Bitcoin was increasing here like this huge going up until 20k, even though the difficulty was going up, nobody really cared, okay, because we were getting less Bitcoin, but it was worth so much more, so it didn't really matter. So now that the Bitcoin decreased, we had this like really downtrend, very bearish market if you look at it. It did, and the difficulty went up. It did really hurt us miners, so that's why I would not recommend you to invest in Bitcoin right now. But if you consider that in the long run, Bitcoin will go up in price, this is the best time to invest, right? Because the difficulty will never be as low as it is right now. So if you think in the very long run, for sure this is the best time to invest. But if you think in, in kind of a medium run, I would say go with Script. We did calculate all of them, guys. Hashflare is really profitable. There's a reason why you guys keep investing. I got a lot of commissions from you guys. Okay, let me see. By the way, I have no problem in showing that I get commissions from you guys. I always say that, like, if you use the links, you are helping me. So let's go into the referrals. So in total referrals, I got 0.2 Bitcoins. That's kind of a lot if you think about it, but it was scattered through time. So there's really no way of knowing how much dollars wise I really made with these 0.21 Bitcoins. So like most of the commissions are from YouTube. I would say like 50% of the commissions are from YouTube. If we come to the beginning, like none of these commissions are through YouTube. By the way, I don't get these. I get 10% of these. So for example, this guy dropped 6k on a contract. I actually got 600 bucks. Okay, and this was not through YouTube. Okay, I network with a lot of people, and that's the thing that you can do as well. Okay, if you network with people, you don't have to use YouTube. You can just network with people that you know. They are willing to invest money into good contracts. Make sure they know the risk the same way that I do with you guys. I always make sure that you know the risks, and still I tell you, do your own math. Like don't trust me. I can be just trying to scam you for some reason. So please do your own math, make your own due diligence, and then jump in. So that's what I do with all these people, and they invested because they found it to be very profitable. This was my first YouTube commission, so it's like 50% of the commissions were through YouTube and 50% were not. I have no problem showing you this. I think it's not against the TOS. I hope not. But yeah, right now I don't have that much balance because I did withdraw yesterday. So today is the 1st of March that I'm recording, and I withdraw on the 28th, sorry, because it was my birthday on 26th, and I wanted to make a very big party. So I used Hashflare money. It's all gone right now. Okay, it went way through. Like, let me see, what is it? History. There it is, 28, 0.06, like 700 bucks, something like that. It was a nice party. So yeah, guys, that was the content that I had for you guys today. Like, I wanted to really go in depth with difficulties with all the contracts that exist right now. So I hope the video is not that long. I have to edit it. It's 23 minutes right now, but I have to edit it down. Hopefully it's not bigger than, I would say, 15 minutes. Okay, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.